Okay, so I think this one's going to be a fairly quick one. We just need to get some admin out of the way and get ready for the next mission. Let's see how we go here. So, wounded 14 days and wounded for 2 days. Now let's see if removing those mods has helped a little bit. We've got some promotions to do, so let's see what happens. Yes, that looks better.
We may have chosen different means of resistance, but our people fight for the same reason, for the world we once knew. Together we will end this occupation, or die trying.
The resistance factions take a more flexible approach to training than traditional soldiers, and can often learn multiple new abilities with each promotion. They will adapt to follow your choices, Commander.
Okay, two options then. Remote start. Detonate an environmental explosive, causing it to deal double damage within twice its normal radius. Does not reveal the repass. That's handy. Shots deal +1 damage if the target has been wounded this turn. So we've got additional damage potential here. Or we have... Let's look at how we've been playing Dragonova throughout the first sort of thing. We kept her moving up, we kept her in hidden status. I mean, that would be nice, but I just think that that would be a better option for her at the moment. Okay, right, okay, there was very, very clear request from Eric. He wanted to go down the medical route, so let's go that way. I'm not even going to look at combat protocol here. Just notice though, look at this different interface between the old style classes and the new ones that came with the expansions. I think they should have done something with this at the time, save me installing a mod. There we go. Yes, we are definitely going medical protocol, and to be fair, it would have been quite helpful on the last mission. Potentially save some of these injuries and almost the risk of death on my own character. Blast padding or shredder. So let's see. Your gear includes extra layers of padding and blast plates, granting a bonus point of armor and 66% less damage from explosive attacks. Not really seen them using much in the way of explosives so far on me. Bonus point of armor though, yeah, could be good. Your cannon attacks shred armor. I think we just have to go that way. We've not seen anything with armor so far, but it won't be far off. Phantom or Blade Master. When the squad is revealed, this soldier remains concealed. Again, that's really, really good for staying, you know, in stealth mode, and very, very tempting. But so is 2 extra damage and 10 aim on sword attacks. Again, I just feel that this is too strong to pass up. Long watch and return fire. Allow Overwatch to trigger with squad sight. Okay, and when targeted by enemy fire, automatically fire back with your pistol once per turn. Don't really see him being in a position where he's going to get much in the way of an opportunity to use that. He's almost certainly going to be at distance most of the time, unless we're on the Lost missions and the Lost don't actually get any shots on me, so I think Long Watch makes sense here. Okay, but we've got some potential bonds here, so let's have a look at these. Very high compatibility with Moog. That makes sense. He's my friend. But I think I just cannot pass this up at the moment. When this happens, it makes sense for husband and wife team to make that bond. Yeah, develop bond. I think we just have to. It would be wrong not to. Create a custom poster featuring this bond. Yes, this will earn me brownie points, just to be clear.
Commander, the media is a powerful tool. Just ask Advent's propaganda machine. I say it's time we turned it against them. By spreading the word of our soldiers' exploits in combat, we can bolster morale throughout the Resistance.
Not gonna lie, this is purely about the brownie points. She calls them romance points, and I don't get anything for them. They're not tradable, they have no value whatsoever. I gain like 4 for doing something really romantic and expensive, and then I lose like 1,000 for leaving my socks on the floor.
Working closely with XCOM.
But
let's
still.
call him middle official Stanford. So my friend Stanford is out there in the wilds for 20 years, trying to scrape together this resistance
other bonds have we got
organization without
here?
much luck. XCOM's in shambles. His best buddy is captured. The aliens blew up their base.
Nothing
and
really
Brad,
obvious at the moment.
Stanford is depressed, right? And oh, hold up. Oh, looks like this has to be continued.
No items recovered. Got our intel, we've got our scientists.
Given time, your prisoner will no doubt share all that they know, especially when faced with the ceaseless terror of the void.
How's she got my phone number? How does that work? We just fight in the field and suddenly she's got the, you know, the ability to WhatsApp me.
We've had our suspicions, but before now we've never had the resources to investigate the possibility of clandestine Advent facilities built up outside the city centers. Now that we've gotten word of this black site, I have to admit, I'm worried about what we might find. They could be doing anything in there. We should talk to our friends with the Resistance. If we deploy on a covert action, they can help us find out where our captured soldier is being held.
Thank you for sending additional support staff to assist me, Commander. I will make sure they are put to good use.
Okay, so Elena Dragonova joining the squad, we will take that. Right, okay, now there is definitely one thing that we wanted to do. Let's have a look at this. Let's customize Moog, because, as I say, this is a much older version of Moog, and we just need to reflect his current lockdown look. Chin curtain. I think there was a beard as well. Honestly, I don't look at my friends often enough to actually work out what they've got on their face, but it feels... I mean, that feels good. That feels like it. That feels right. Let's go with that. Oh yeah. $14 kills, doing business. Look, you know, missed a 95% shot, but hey. Weapon upgrade. What's that? Got an available slot. Advanced scope. Tempting, but again, I think that's a sniper sort of thing. Ruh-roh.
It would be so easy.
Yeah, that's what she did to me.
Good to see you, sister.
Miscreants, restrain yourselves, lest you be restrained.
No, the three of us, called upon together. Something has changed.
On that, we are agreed. The battlefield has shifted. Our masters have need of us once more.
Sounds to me like they're afraid.
You dare defile this place with your wretched tongue?
Oh, I dare. Our children. Each of you possess our strength. Each of you possess our wisdom. Of all our creations, you are truly blessed. Your charge was a simple one. The subjugation of those who would see our grand design falter. We have been pleased. Until now. Our greatest asset has been lost, stolen from us, while our strongest did nothing. We are disappointed.
Thought you were the strongest.
Arrogance, defiance. You have walked among the humans for too long. You have been corrupted. You can be reclaimed. Yet perhaps you may also be redeemed. Perhaps you all may be redeemed. A greater battle lies ahead. Our time on this world draws to a close. Yet we need not abandon it completely at our departure. For one among you is surely ready to claim this world as their own. One among you is worthy. Return what was lost to us. All would oppose our will. To the one that succeeds our everlasting favor. To the others. You are the chosen. Do not fail us. Now go.
Commander, we've just made contact with a new faction of the Resistance known as the Reapers. They're an elusive bunch, but this is their headquarters. We can scan at this location now to start benefiting from our newfound cooperation.
So this is the commander. Dragonova spoke highly of you and the rest of your team. Trust me, that does not happen often. You are all welcome here. I will admit I had some concerns with this alliance of yours, but from what I hear, this skirmisher, Mox, was captured protecting one of my own. Reapers have long memories, Commander. We will honor our end of the deal. Volk, out.
So gotta hand it to Firaxis, you know, what they've done with the Chosen in this has really changed the game around, and it's just fantastic. It is the only way to play XCOM 2 now, the War of the Chosen DLC. And it's interesting because there's a lot of DLC out there that just kind of tacks onto the end. This is just sewn right the way through the campaign, and it just really makes it a lot more special and a lot more terrifying at times.
Your tenacity could prove your undoing, Commander. If you would seek a fight with me, I hope you are truly ready to match my skills.
I mean, she can just get in touch whenever she wants by the sound of it. Commander, the Resistance has informed us that one of the Chosen, Falmai Desorek, has claimed control of nearby regions. If we go on missions in this area, there's a good chance they will try to defend their territory. Okay, so can we get a scientist here, or we can go back to our locator beacon and get that recovered cargo.
Avenger plotting
Which
new
is
course.
what we are going to do.
Guerrilla Tactics School now operational.
Oh, now this could be good for us. Let's have a look. New combat tactics. Squad size 1. It's cheap, but we need a sergeant first. We'll need a captain to get us up to 6 on the squad, and I really want to try and rush these because it just gives us more options. You think every turn you've got 4 or 5 things that you can do with a soldier. you know, this is a big change. Range attacks against flank enemies deal +1 damage. Sword attacks have a bonus 10% chance to critically hit. I'm going to come back to these at a more appropriate time. Obviously, can't open anything at the moment. So, what are we working on? Let's have a look. Alien debris. I mean, it makes sense to start cleaning some of these out. Or
Commander,
we build something
now
else.
that members of the Resistance factions have joined us on the Avenger, I thought you might want an area where you can meet, to organize and plan future operations together.
Yeah, we need to rush this. Resistance ring, 80 supplies. Screw you, buddy. Fine, let's get started on... This is going to give us some of the supplies. Let's start clearing some of these out. How long will it take to excavate this? Doesn't really tell us, so if we start... Estimated time to complete 10 days. Leave without excavating. What about here? Ah, you see, we can get 2 in here, but it's twice as much. So 55 supplies in 10 days. 38 supplies in 5 days. This just makes more sense at the moment, so let's go for that one. And let's go back to the G-escape.
The outcome of this research can only further our advances, Commander.
So this should have been my sniper rifles, but as I mentioned, I had to load a quick save in just to make sure I could sort of keep you guys in the loop on the cutscenes. So I got resistance communications this time instead, so
Commander,
let's
if we intend on
get into
discovering
that.
the purpose of the chip we extracted from you, we'll need to conduct the appropriate research as soon as possible.
Although conceptually the idea of establishing a radio-based communication system for the purposes of organising a resistance movement is nothing new, harkening back to any number of Earth's previous wars, what we hope to accomplish here is still no small task. The aliens are particularly adept at detecting our signals with a vast array of technology and resources at their disposal. Yeah, okay, so this is going to give us resistance comms and resistance radio, and it's going to increase our contacts, which then means that we can increase our supplies, so... We just have to. These are just too good. Especially the breakthroughs, they're even better.
I had assumed you'd make that research a priority, Commander. I'll notify you as soon as the report is available.
Commander, we can now work to establish contact with local resistance groups operating out of regions around the globe. Once we've collected sufficient intel to make contact, we'll need to scan the target region for the operative signal.
Okay, new region available, East Africa.
The next time we meet, I will be prepared to end this.
Come on. We've also got
Our next operation will
the
put
advent
us
site
right
here.
in the middle of chosen territory, Commander. There's a good chance they'll show up
So if
to
we make
interfere, so we
contact
should
here,
plan accordingly.
that gets us an extra 60 supplies income, and we get the opportunity to open that up. So I think that's got to be something... I mean, we've got to consider these ones fairly soon.
You and I both know we only had one other Sky Ranger, Commander. It's worse for wear, but this heap used to be Big Sky's pride and joy, and someone's been putting her to work. It may be possible to triangulate exactly where they took off from, but it'll take some time.
Commander, These weapons are unlike any design I have previously encountered before. I could attempt further analysis, but the likelihood of us reverse engineering them appears low regardless.
Remember what Tygan said. These new weapons are one of a kind. If we leave them on the battlefield, they'll be lost to us forever. I have to hand it to them. What these recruits lack in experience, they make up for in grit.
Ooh, frost bomb. That gives us options, so I think we definitely want to do something there. Fire Axis. Well played, Firaxis. Well played. I'm gonna go here at the moment because, look, I'm gonna be honest, I'm scared of the Chosen.
After we pay the initial intel cost to make contact, we'll have to scan the region for a few days before the local resistance cell comes out of hiding. Once we find them, we'll be up and running in the new region.
Setting course for Sector 12, East Africa.
Commander, using intel collected so far, we've managed to locate a resistance cell operating at...
Contact. Nothing on the local comms. Advent's been quiet lately. I'm guessing we have you to thank for that.
Our pleasure, Den Mother. Enjoy it while it lasts.
We plan to. Our water purification
Massive
system...
signal coming from the Advent network tower. It's
Said it before. I'll say it
Sir, I
again.
think you want to see this.
Ruh-roh.
Fellow citizens, for 20 years, the Advent Coalition has worked tirelessly to repair the ravages and injustices of the old world. Under our stewardship, our cities prosper, our people flourish, and our world heals. And yet, among us, there are still those who would refuse to acknowledge the truth, who are determined to see all that we have achieved
Multiple radar contacts on approach to Haven Alpha 7.
That must end.
Even as I speak to you today,
Gun incoming on approach!
Your signal's breaking up. Outlying territories to end this scourge once and for all.
They're right on top of you!
Losing you, Avenger.
Raise them again!
We will ensure your continued safety and well-being throughout this crisis.
Get your people out of there!
With your cooperation, we will overcome these radical elements and usher in another 20 years of peace and prosperity.
They don't stand a chance. Commander, we should get a squad ready to deploy.
Well, that's not good.
We have a squad ready to move on the Resistance Haven currently under siege by the aliens. Give the word and we'll move out.
Advent is attacking one of the Resistance havens in South Africa. We'll need to respond quickly to prevent further civilian casualties. We just have to.
Setting course for the South African sector.
Okay then, so let's remove everyone from the squad. I just prefer to do it this way and set out the party each time. Okay, so we've got a couple of people tired, so they're not going to be coming on this mission, which is a real shame because I felt that we could do with a medic on this one. Do we know? It's an easy mission according to this, so this might be an opportunity to bring out some of our rookies. We have a specialist we could level up. So, before we do that, let us have a see. Let's see what we can do before we go into that. In terms of our armory. Can we recruit any familiar faces? No, we can't. So, we're going to go with the original squad. And I think the fact that I can back out now means that I can get the squad set up and then I can go and save, which is going to be helpful. So, out you come, out you come, out you come. Oh, and what's happened there? As a result, we now have our ranger available. So let's get Elena out there and see if she can make a bond. Yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. Can we build anything? Is there anything worth building? Medkit, smoke grenade, armor, nanoskin, 30 supplies.
In no time.
Yeah, I think we could do 2 of those. Medkit. Yeah, we're going to take one of those as well. So that means we need a specialist on this mission. Tired. I don't want to take him out, really. These two will like it if I try to bond them as a pair, though. I know he's been trying to bond with him for a while. Let's take our... Which one do we take? Let's take Tariq. Let's make sure we give him... Oh, we've got that frost bomb, but let's give him the med kit. Now we start to have options. We could really do with a heavy. Do we have any more grenadiers? No, we don't. So this is definitely... This will be a mission where we're required to move a lot, so it's not going to be a sharpshooter one. We need to take a rookie out. That's what we need to do. Let's take Dancer out. And let's give her that frost bomb.
Charges in this grenade don't seem all that powerful, but according to Shen, the liquefied gases inside should lead to an instantaneous freeze effect.
Just because if we can't kill something, not a lot of grenades on this mission, but I'm okay with that. So this is going to be our squad going into what is probably mission 4, Operation Heavy Peak. We've got our Ranger, Elena Dragonova going back out. We need a nickname. Anyone want to make any suggestions? We need a nickname for Squaddy Greater X. Squaddy Right and Dancer over here. So that's going to be the squad. Short episode this time, but it was just some admin that we had to do, and just consider it a bonus episode. We'll see you on the next episode.